Zach's transitioning?
I don't
Congrats
want to
on your
transition.
congrats on your transition.
It's fucking, you update my model. Give me boobs. Give me a big ol' HonkyDonks.
I mean, you would like that though.
Okay, but
I
like I
mean-
literally can make that for you if you ever want to have a female VTuber for any side. Because like there's a plenty of dude tubers who are into that.
Yeah. Did I show you the guys like
Anyway, hold on, let me do my intro real quick.
Okay.
Before you get off into Storyland. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Suckyleaf if you do not know me. You can just call me Leaf though, and I am joined by one A Stray Rogue. And one Pixel Moon who is for some reason trying to get into my bra again.
I mean,
listen, I'm sharpening my pencil. You just so happen to have a sharpener in your corset, okay?
No, I do not.
You do though. It's pink. And it sits on my desk.
Well, their nipple?
Wow, that's a big no. That
absolutely
hurts physically,
not.
mentally, and emotionally.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
I realized I also didn't have like any sounds going on. Hold on, let me fix that.
We have no sounds, zero sounds.
Well, I have like we can hear us.
You had the song.
Moon is vibrating.
I speak. Okay, listen. Because I have my microphone, and the arm can't hold it up because it's too heavy. Because mic's too strong. I have to turn away to look at my notebook that I'm trying to look at.
Anyway, so
Rogue has a story.
I have multiple stories. But did I show you guys that picture of that there was that one what was it? Photo app filter thing. Where it's like you can make yourself look more like a guy, look more like a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really old.
Yeah, I remember that though.
I used one of those once, and I looked like a hot, thick Latina woman.
Well then. Yourself.
Man, if I could, if it was that easy.
You'd have to have self-love for that.
To be fair, when I did that, the male version of me just looked like Zach.
My.
Because we share a brain cell.
She was like, this is awkward. I'm never gonna post this anywhere.
Accidental Zachifying. It's like Yassifying, but Zach.
Marco just came from...
Hello, Marco.
He came from the cum videos I sent.
Oh dear.
You what?
Well, it's in the Marco extremely horny thing.
But I don't want to know then.
Well, no. So it's just basically out of context, preacher talking, and he's talking about like cum, not C-U-M-C-O-M-E. Like come have dinner, but it's all taken out of context.
Okay, I think I've seen that video actually.
Yeah.
It's just like that one preacher supercut where he's going,
Why? Why?
And
Why?
It's so funny.
Why? Pokemon are the devil. You're teaching kids. They're teaching kids to battle pets. It's like, no.
It's true and sizzled. That's what's happening on this stream. Is Stray Rogue is transitioning into a hot, thick Latina.
Yes. If it's the only way I can see boobs, let it be.
I mean, you can see boobs anytime if you just get
Google
yourself
boob, like one whole boob on the internet.
You can do that, or you can just get yourself an Opie mouse pad.
I mean, you have. He
well,
has
okay.
ass mouse pads.
I do have a Samus butt pad.
Where did the Latina part come from?
Because I said Latina.
Yeah, he said that he looked like he was Latina when he did that face app. I guess it darkened his skin.
Well, it was also taken at night, so...
Oh, that's why. They probably thought... Okay. Thought you had more pigment than you actually do.
So, another story that we're saving for when we went live. As soon as I saw Insizzle come into chat, I knew they were going to attack me immediately. Strangely enough, they almost did the same thing last night in D&D. Because, as we know from last time when I talked about D&D, my character was in trouble and being framed for a murder, which Sizzle's character actually committed.
Oh my.
And so the shady guy said, hey, steal this thing and I'll help you out. So I'm like, sure. In the middle of it, make it short, everything went wrong. I caught on fire. Some cool stuff happened in between. I didn't get caught. And later Sizzle said, yeah, if things didn't go wrong, I was just gonna lock him in that room to be found.
Wow.
Yep.
You guys are such good friends.
The bestest.
Well, their characters sure aren't.
I mean, to be fair, Sizzle has stabbed my character before. I mean, he betrayed the party, but that was all planned for the thing. Bosco plan.
Is this like about how
I've been stabbed by a party member.
Are you talking about how he climbed in your mouth?
What?
What?
Your mimic's mouth.
Oh, no. That was a different. No, that wasn't.
What's that, John?
That was the Bosco.
Yes, that's right. Okay. I understand now.
Yeah, I got stabbed by a party member in Vossarati's game. Or Vossal's game.
Stabbed you, and for why?
One of my party members. I can't remember which one it was, but it was by accident.
Okay. I thought you meant it was
was a bad roll.
Oh yeah. We did it on purpose.
Arya literally got stabbed in the back of the knee.
Oh my
I've been.
God.
Now you're no longer an adventurer. You're a town
Yep.
guard. I've been stabbed by, if you remember, Adam's wife Alexandria.
Oh yeah.
They stabbed me before.
Intentionally or
Intentionally.
For fun.
for fun and profit?
Well, it's like so we're playing a Star Wars D20, and they were playing the Twi'lek race,
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking about like how they had tattoos, and like, oh, do you have a Twi'lek stamp? You know, like a tramp stamp.
Wow. You asked for it, buddy.
Yeah.
They stabbed me.
I mean,
Rightfully
drastic
so.
overreaction, but also you were asking for it, so
I
Yeah.
mean,
you did just call her a tramp.
they did say they did, but shut the fuck up, basically.
Amazing.
To be fair, they
You-
were
you
like the
put
princess
yourself
of a
in that
drug lord
position.
empire, so. Anyway. Yeah.
Deserved it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Retribution.
you deserved it. I mean, I probably wouldn't have done the same thing. I probably would have just, like, kicked you or shoved you or something.
I
Slap
don't know.
me.
You murdered those bushes pretty fast.
You
Listen,
murdered that one guy in front of all of us. In front of Mouse and God and everyone.
In front of Mouse and God.
okay,
and
listen, the bushes, I didn't have a reason other than I was annoyed at how long we were dilly-dallying with a bunch of stupid bushes. And they couldn't fucking figure out what the hell was going on. But I did have a reason for killing the assassin that was sent to kill people.
The assassin that was tied
That we
up.
all knew was an
bound,
assassin.
and that we were interrogating. And you were
Yeah,
just like,
and
let
we
me
got the
talk to them real
information-
quick.
We got-
Stab.
his throat.
Except that's
you know?
not how it went. I was asking him information. I got the information we needed. And then he threatened me, so I stabbed him.
Right. It was an empty threat. He was bound and freaking.
It wasn't an empty threat, though. You all don't know what the threat was.
No, and you wouldn't tell us either.
Wow, I wonder why.
Because it had to do with
Oh.
Arya's backstory. And it wasn't a matter of I didn't want to tell you guys why. No one asked. Literally, I think the only person who actually asked about anything was Bosco's character. And he would, like, after Arya told him stuff, he was like, if you need me to put someone down, I will. I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
Very sweet of you, though.
Nice thought, no.
Gotcha.
The ride or die was real.
Because I do remember that nobody fucking asked, and I was like, oh man, I was hoping that I was gonna get to reveal some backstory stuff. But no, everyone's just like, no, we don't give a fuck.
No, we're gonna respect your privacy.
Mm-hmm. We're just gonna think you're
like,
crazy for killing a guy. What was that, Zach?
I was just like, Mouse was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and he didn't bother asking anything.
Mouse is like, holy shit, she just jumped a guy.
Yes, why you kill him, man?
I don't remember him asking anything.
I don't know. That was like fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah. I'm sad because I was having fun with that game, and I was really happy that Adam was using stuff from Arya's backstory in the game itself. I was just like, oh, Pog, this is awesome. When a DM looks at the stuff you give them and they're like, yeah, we're gonna make that relevant to the story.
Yeah.
And now the only DM that I deal with is Voss, who has their own whole lore and everything that we're a part of. So we shall see if anything comes about from the backstories that we have. But anyway.
Anyhow.
Do we have anything else to talk about?
I'm gonna tell you all about my beans, so get fucking ready.
Okay, talk about your beans.
I've been growing soybeans, specifically edamame, so I could eat edamame because edamame is delicious. I don't know if anybody else eats edamame, but damn, that shit's good. You usually get it over at like any Japanese restaurant as like an appetizer. And so like, fucking this afternoon, I went out with my umbrella and my big hat because it was fucking hot and stupid out. So I'm sitting on the ground and I got like a big fucking amount of the beans. Like the basket was full to the top and I got a cucumber. And so I took the things inside, I washed them real good, I rubbed them down with salt because they're fuzzy on the outside, so you have to rub off some of the fur. And then I had Scott help me clip the ends off because the way you are able to season them is by clipping the ends off. Because you only eat the beans inside. And then you have like a really high salinity water, which is seawater salinity, so 3.5%. Fuck, those bitches were tasty. You salt them when they come, they after they boil too, like with a little bit of salt on the outside. Holy fuck, I almost ate the entire thing myself. I'm not supposed to eat that many. But dude, okay, that was the thing I was gonna bring up. So like, have either of you had edamame at a restaurant?
Yes. And we used to have them at home too because we'd buy packets at the store to make them at home.
So I don't know if this was just the variety I got, which it's supposed to be just like a normal baseline variety. But like, I swear to God, the outside, like, because you know, the exterior doesn't have any like flavor specifically, it's just the beans. But there was a savory flavor on the from the, why can't I think, the outsides. I put it in my mouth. It was tasty and it was like, huh, I wonder if this like kind of goes away because like shipping destroys that, like, for one reason or another. It's
Could
like
be
having
the process of freezing them.
Yeah, because I think with having fresh vegetables, like, shit can be really, really different. Like, with tomatoes can be, like, if you've just watered them, they won't have a lot of flavor, but if you let them sit, and then pick them after, like, a couple hours, like, their flavor comes back. It's not diluted. Because the water's redistributed in the plant. But like with cucumbers at the store are very similar to cucumbers you get from your garden. It's just like the freshness and like the shelf life kind of vibe, because like the taste is not super different. I think
Right.
the skin quality will be a lot better though, like for eating, because like there's a lot of varieties in the store that have a bitter skin, but like when you get them straight out of the garden, they don't seem to have that. So they are prickly. That's something that you don't get to know about when you only get them from the store, is that they have prickers on the outside.
So what you're saying is they're pricks.
No, they're like roses, more like. They are very thorny. And as usually
so
the
horny.
varieties that
Got it.
No, thorny, T-H, not horny, H. Let's keep the porn out of the cucumbers. We're not playing Olympia Soiree right now. We're going to be
Be right
playing...
back. My food's done.
Okay.
Your food's done? Okay.
The food's done. Be right back.
Yeah, but like that was the thing that when we started growing like certain varieties, some of them have more spines to like the ones that we got this year are these tiny snacker type called Merlins. And they are they have really stubborn but really small spines. Very annoying to clean. But like sometimes I just eat it with it on there because it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt. Just annoying. Vegetables. Sometimes they like to hurt you. Hang on, I gotta hit Marco. Okay, it's official, my brain fried. Yeah, Marco, we could tell.
We don't even know what you were trying to say there. Blah. Yeah, I spent most of my day running around doing errands. There's only two major errands, but I had to go places and be there for a long time.
Yeah.
Because I went to go get my hair cut in the morning and then went to the doctor's where they poked me a bunch.
God, I wish that
with needles.
But I have to get Scoot to haircuttery me.
Yeah, I figured like it's been over a year since I had my hair cut, so.
Wow, really that long?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Ugh.
So that's why I'm just like, I'm going to treat myself this month and let me get a haircut. So that I don't look like a dog with shaggy hair.
You do not look like dog. You just have long boy hair time. Whoa. Zach just went under the table.
He's looking for his gum.
No. I don't do
I just
that.
saw on stream you like... At least you don't look like Yamcha when you go limp.
Yeah.
I refuse to become dog.
You are not dog. You are just boy. It's fine.
Dog
no,
boy.
Marco said become dog Leaf, and I do not wish to become dog.
Leaf is fox, not dog.
Yeah. What about wet fur? What?
I have no idea.
Chat's off its rocker today.
Tigress.
Wow, that's a long time.
That's like my record for never having my haircut after a certain point in my life. But then, like, I had an emotional crisis in high school and cut it all off.
And now you like it better that way.
Well, one of the things is once you get used to something like that, it's very easy to keep up with. But once you get rid of it, you're like, fuck waiting for my hair to grow out that long. What am I trying to prove?
Yeah. I can never get my hair past shoulder length. Well, I can never get to shoulder length.
The only reason my hair was that long was because my mom maintained it until I started maintaining it. So, like, I'd been growing it since birth, effectively.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do that at one point too, and then at a certain point in life, I just went, I like short hair. Short hair looks like it's a lot better.
really funny in my memory is that my geography teacher in middle school looked at me and went, "Next time, when I see you when you're older, I bet you'll have your hair all cut off." And I went, "No, I won't." Like, like I'll have, like, in that contrarian way kids can be about, because, you don't think anything's ever gonna change.
Right.
And yeah, no, I really hope that the next time I see that guy, I have literally the dykiest haircut possible.
Damn.
I hope to have, I hope to be up in this realness with the blue hair and pronouns.
Amazing. Just have like that mostly head shaved kind of haircut, but with like long hair on the top of it.
Maybe. I don't know if I want an undercut. I know that I could what people like to call for women a pixie cut, which is just a men's haircut. Like, that short shorn might be an interesting novelty, but I'm not sure of my own head shape. I'm a little nervous that my like skull is lumpy.
Well, no, until you do it.
I've had this hair long so long that I don't know if my head is misshapen.
Also, since I had my blood pulled today, I keep forgetting that, like...
You blood pulled?
Yeah, my blood pulled.
Yeah.
They stole my blood again.
They stole it again.
But I keep forgetting, like, the weird contraptions that they use for it, and, like, I didn't even notice until today that I guess the way that they remove the needle is, like, this little contraption that just literally pulls it quickly out of you.
That's news to me. Did you have to have like a pint taken out or some shit?
No, it was just like 4 vials.
Oh, well, so I get my stuff on the reg, right? So like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, that's just like what it feels like.
Like the loader, because there's So there's
because I don't look at it.
Okay, so you didn't look. All right, no. So there's 3 things I know. The people who do it with a butterfly, which is the needle, which is in a housing that has 2 like plastic fins on the side, so it stays against your arm when it's put in. It's actually not that good to use those type, but it's usually used when people are nervous. Like, and that can either be the patient's nervous or the nurse, because some nurses don't do blood that often. And then the other one, there's when I've had to have more blood taken, they have this housing that they put the vials in that has its own needle that basically it's so they can switch the cartridges easily.
Yeah.
So if you had 4 done, that's probably what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones are really good, and especially like if you were going to like a regular phlebotomist kind of situation at the doctor, you probably didn't feel bad.
No, like this is... It seems almost like every time that I go to the doctor, they're taking blood from me because we're doing different labs and everything.
Yeah.
So, like this time it was, it wasn't my lipid and A1C panels because we already did those before. But I know one of them was like vitamin B12 deficiency, like checking and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I have it in my bag.
Well, you don't have to list off your medical stuff. I'm just talking about like the pain part, because one of the things that I've gone through years of is that you really know when someone takes blood well and when someone is a jackass.
Oh yeah.
Because I used to have this one nurse at the clinic who I hated getting, but I didn't complain because, like, what could you do? But she was this older woman who just did not give a shit at all about comfort, and it made me sorry for the people who were in the chemo that my doctor also took care of. Because she had horrible needlework. She could do it, but it always was painful. It was like, it always felt like she was poking through my vein rather than just like... Yeah.
Felt that in the ankles.
Sorry. There's also
we're
a
good.
combo unit that takes the vials like a cartridge and has the butterfly needle connected to the other end. Really? Well, that's good. That means that's even easier for people who don't usually do it.
But yeah, no, usually usually the gals who take my blood, they're pretty good. And I usually will tell them, I'm just like, hey, but just FYI, I'm not going to look, because if I see the blood coming out, my brain will go on autopilot and rip the needle out.
Yeah, because it's like, no, you're not stealing my blood. Get that shit out of here.
Just because she's just like, oh, are you afraid of needles? I'm like, no, I'm not afraid of needles, because I deal with sewing all the time. It's that my monkey brain says, no take blood.
Man, what a time to have red sauce pasta.
Listen, blood ain't looking like red sauce.
No. Blood swipers, no swiping. Exactly. Monkey brain would just go rip that thing out right now. Get rid of it.
For some reason. And I think, if I remember right, the nurse qualified probably why Scott and his dad have this problem. Is that Scott and his dad get faint when they get their blood taken, and she said it was probably because of the pressure.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So it's not necessarily that they're fearing needles, it's just, oh no, all the blood. I'm too tall.
I'm too tall, I need that blood.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah?
Yeah, mine definitely isn't like that. It literally is, like, even when I see other people having their blood taken, my brain is just like, that's illegal. You are not allowed to do that. That is illegal.
That's a crime!
In the body.
Crime.
How
dare you commit crimes in my presence? And the only reason I even know that is because, like, you know how they'll have those blood drives where you can go and give blood?
Yes.
Well, for a while I was doing those because I was trying to get over my quote-unquote fear of needles, because I thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
And
it was very much not.
It was very much not. But that's actually where I had one person who was really bad at taking blood. Like, it took 20 minutes to get a pint of blood out of me or something. Or just a long time, and when I sat up, I was definitely feeling faint. Whereas the first time that I had blood taken, it was like over, in and out. And I felt just fine afterwards, so... But...
So, yeah.
Yeah, that lady, like, straight up just didn't care because she was just caring about the fact that she had to take blood from so many people at the same time. So, yeah. I'm almost similar. I can watch but prefer not to because it can make me queasy. Because I was 7.5 years old in the hospital when a nurse removing the IV in my hand, and she undid the tape and then literally yanked the line as That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Exactly. Hey, it's my blood. Give it back.
That's like... Well, that's how I originally was afraid of needles. Because when I was little, they had to take blood for whatever reason, and I don't know if they were bothering my mom for something else while this lady was doing this to me, but I remember it, to my kid brain, it looked like a seam ripper, what they did to prick my finger.
Oof.
And take my blood that way, but then when they were going to take more blood later on, I freaked the fuck out because this lady was such a bitch about it. My mom had to hold me down, and another nurse had to help her. Like, I was in my mom's lap, and she was holding me, and the nurse had to help hold me in order to get it done. And then it was no problem, because those people were not assholes about it, but that nurse that did that to me, it scarred me for fucking life until I started having to do this on the regular. Just, ugh. Some people have no fucking bedside manner in that line of work, and it's fucking horrible. Jump catch.
Yeah, and Sizzle, I saw how the star disappeared right before you went to catch it, and that's why I'm just gonna drop 3 more stars. Giving Sizzle a fighting chance with the lag.
Now I have to take the stars from him.
Of course. And you did.
LA bomber.
Look, I know how to do it.
You know how to do too many things.
I mean, so doesn't Sizzle. It's just he timed it wrong.
I mean, the thing is, if he bombs me, there's a chance I'll still get the star.
Yep. And you did.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That was not my fault. That was all on Sizzle's fault. You lost that one on your own. You stood upon your own petard, exactly.
I have Bowling for Soup stuck in my head.
Just like the fact that you tried to leave me to die, and instead I got some awesome magical items I don't have to share with anyone now.
Wow, the hug is so gay. Like you hug the person and a bunch of hearts come out.
Alright, chat. If I perhaps gave Succuleaf VT the coolest and most pog of my talents, which is make sprites for them custom for this, what do you think should be Leafy's little mascot boys to go in here?
Mascot boys.
Yeah. Like what you're walking as is like a little TV man, right? Like
right.
the you can get sprites to put into stream avatars. It cannot be a dong, Scootabun.
And Sizzle suggested marbles.
What about mandrakes?
Could do the mandragoras.
Or you could just literally have us as leaves, because leaf pile.
This is true.
But also could do like the Final Fantasy mandragoras. You know, like the tiny mandragora and all that.
I worry about copyright for you, so you could actually like make plushies out of these.
That's true.
Mandrake cute. Googling. Oh yeah, I could totally do that. What's about a them Drake? Oh, I see. I see. Gender. Understandable. Why do they call him a Drake, actually? They're not anything dragony.
Good question.
Yeah. Go back to the cursed looking ones.
But I do kind of really like the mandragora idea.
Mandragoras are cute. Just maybe make a custom one.
Even if it's something that I can't, like, make as a plushie or make as little thingies, I would still want to have mandragoras because they're adorable.
Folklore. The root is a hallucinogenic and a narcotic. Wonderful. In sufficient quantities, it induces a state of unconsciousness and was used as an anesthetic for surgery in ancient times.
Yep.
Huh. Yeah, but I want to know why it's named that.
Marco.
Why it's... What has my son said?
He's talking about the time that Tori made felt dicks.
Tori still makes felt dicks.
It's true. Because they're the best thing to make for felting, so...
It makes it super easy.
Yeah, that tracks. Because if I remember correctly, like, there are Pokemon ones that are in the workshop that you can download, which is how I have the V-Roy, or not the V-Roy, the Vocaloid one, and the Chow, and the Sailor Moon ones, and the dragons and everything.
Yeah, because they're all classic sprites that have been ripped 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
The, what the fuck do you call it? My brain doesn't work. Like... Wow, my brain just stopped working. 10 out of 10, brain. Thank you.
The little box men, if I remember correctly, are the default ones that you can get for the stream thing. Stream avatars. That's what I'm looking for.
Stream avatars, more like stream bravatars.
Hey, got him.
Got
I don't know what it
it.
means.
Anyway,
I'm
we
gonna just
should probably get to AI Somnium Files, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me...
You know what? I just realized that mandragoras are just vegetable penguins. That's the way they move.